Okay guys, really quickly before we get into this tag, I need you guys to comment down below and tell me what kind of videos you really enjoy seeing from me and some video requests. So I need you to participate and having a two-way communication with me, telling me what you want to see. Yeah, so let's jump into the tag. Hello everyone! So I just saw the beautiful YouTuber Cecilia Maria. She just created a new tag and I really want to do it. So here she is. There it is. So go check out her video and see the original tag. The tag's name is the Beauty Brand Tag and it's brand new. And she did say that you can custom create the questions however you like. And the principle of the thing is that you have to choose a brand of makeup for different items of makeup. So if you could only choose one brand of lipstick, one brand of mascara, one brand of foundation, and so on. So I did change just a few of the categories just because there's some things I really never use. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the first one is primer. I kind of started there just because that's the first thing I put on. I don't really have a lot of primers from the same brand, so I more have a variety. So what I did was that I found one primer that I can't go without, and it's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I love this. I use this more often than paint pots. It works really well for me. As face primers goes, I really like the Benefit one and I love the Garnier one, but I haven't tried anything other from them, so if I had to choose one, then it would be the Too Faced primer. Okay, so next up is foundations, and if you have followed me or my channel for a little bit, this will come as no surprise. It's Bourjois. I love Bourjois foundations. I think almost every one except for one that I know of. I love their CC Cream, the Healthy Mix, the Happy Light, the 1, 2, 3 Perfect. The only one I don't really love is the Healthy Mix Serum. Partially because the color isn't 100% right for me. They don't have a color that's 100% right for me, but yeah, it's budget friendly, great quality, goes on the skin beautifully, blends well with other foundations. Today I have the Healthy Mix mixed in with the L'Oreal True Match, just works wonderful. So yeah, Bourjois all the way. The next one is concealers, and this was really difficult for me because I have found under eye concealers that I really love. I love the Prolong Wear, the Bobbi Brown correctors and creamy concealers, but I don't have a face concealer that I really love. So picking one brand isn't easy, and I do have a couple of brands in here, but if I had to choose one just because of the variety and what I have tried so far, it would have to be MAC. I don't know how I would go without my corrector from Bobbi Brown, but that's not technically a concealer, so maybe that's its own category, you know? So yeah, I would have to go with MAC on that one. Next category up is powders. So this will be your under eye setting powder, it will be your face powder, just powder in general. Now I have very dry skin, so I don't powder a lot, but I do powder to set my under eye, and sometimes if I have a very dewy foundation and I want to take away some of the dewiness in certain points, like I never like to look dewy up here, even though that's where your highlight, I know it's just, I don't know, I guess that's because where you can see it first when I'm sweaty and stuff, so yeah. And the powders I really love for just the under eye anything is the MAC Prep and Prime. This makes your skin feel so velvety soft, and it's just gorgeous. And I also really like the skin finishes, so MAC has to win on this one again. Next category up is bronzers, and this I had to think a lot about because I have certain bronzers that I really love, and I have a lot of bronzers that I haven't tried yet, and I was thinking, does contouring kind of go under here? But overall, the brand that did win for me is Bourjois, just because this is a great all-over bronzer, and this is also a great all-over cream bronzer. I never use these for contouring, but I think that contouring powders aren't necessarily bronzers, so that doesn't count here. So yeah, bronzers all over, Bourjois for sure. Okay, next one up is blush, and this is number 6. And this was kind of torture for me. I have a slight blush obsession. I think blush is what I own the most of. Blushes, palettes, and foundations are what I own the most of. So I did kind of cheat a little. I chose one brand for cream blushes and one brand for powder blushes. So my favorite brand when it comes to cream blushes is without a doubt NYX. I love their cream blushes. They're so easy to apply, so easy to blend. I always use my Real Technique stippling brush with them and they just go on like a dream. They have a great color selection. It's just, they're so gorgeous. I can't stop raving about them. And I do own a Estee Lauder one. I still think NYX is the best, guys. I just love their cream blushes. And for powder blushes, I went with theBalm. I also really like my MAC blushes, but all over the Frat Boy blush is just perfect. It's so gorgeous. Today I'm wearing this one in Houndstooth, and the Instain blush, just use the Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush with that. And yeah, it's just, I love Balm blushes. Okay, so category number 7. This is just impossible. I mean, if any one of you can answer this with one brand, I applaud you. Because this is really so difficult for me. This category is eyeshadows. And how can you choose one brand of eyeshadows? It's impossible. My favorite at the moment, and this changes so frequently, is Inglot. This is my colored palette. It only has 3 colors in it so far. I also really love Too Faced eyeshadows, and I love my makeupgeek eyeshadows, and I love my MAC shadows, and there's just so many. I can't choose one brand for eyeshadows right now. I mean, if I was going traveling right now, I would choose my Inglot palette just because of variety. But I mean, I wouldn't give up, and even the Wet n Wild shadows. It's just, there's so many incredible eyeshadows out there. So I'm sorry, eyeshadows, no, I can't choose one brand for that. Okay, so number 8 is mascaras, and this one was kind of hard for me. I haven't tried tons of mascaras, but I have tried quite a few, and I never seem to like a brand all over. So I started to think back, what brand of mascaras have I liked for the longest, and which brand has the least misses for me, and that would be Max Factor. I only have one mascara from them right now. It's the Master Precise High Definition Mascara. I have used this for several years. It has a really nice wand there. And yeah, I like their mascaras for blue eyes, and they have a really good selection, I think, of good mascaras. And I never owned a Max Factor one that I didn't like. I don't know if Max Factor is worldwide. I think they're only Scandinavian or European based, but yeah, Max Factor mascaras are pretty good. So next up is lipsticks. This is the second to last category. And I think this brand wins purely on selection of colors and finishes. So I chose MAC again. I really love Too Faced creamy lipsticks, and I really like the Revlon lip butters, which is kind of not a lipstick. So, but yeah, I think that MAC almost can't be beaten when it comes to colors and finish selection. And I think that is so important because, you know, there's just this tiny variation in the colors that is so important for, in like red lipsticks. Is it too red, or is it too blue based, or, you know, all of that really do count. So MAC lipsticks are really great. Some of my favorites is this one in Shadowbox. I really like that one. And my all-time favorite, which you can see, is Peach Blossom. This I can chuck on and it always look good with any look, eye look, face look, whatever. So yeah, MAC on that one. And the last category, which I kind of I mean, some days these I did put in myself, but I put in palettes, which I'm so angry at myself for doing that because it's so hard. But I will have to say that my favorite brand when it comes to palette is Too Faced. I really love how Too Faced build up their eyeshadow palettes. This one is the Bourjois Eyes. Really lovely, kind of sultry shadows in this one. And this one is the Natural Eyes. And come on, guys, the packaging on this, I mean, it can't beat that. It's gorgeous. And the reason why makeupgeek, Inglot and all those aren't included is because they don't come with custom made palettes, but might come with someone. So I kind of don't count them. And this one is the Natural Eyes palette, which is also so gorgeous. I love the push-up shade in here. I have tried to find this as a single, but I can't. And the gold in here is lovely. It has 4 mattes, kind of a light medium, medium and dark shade, and a light matte shade here. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, I really love the Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. I have just ordered the Benefit Box Blush palette. If I had owned this right now, this would probably be a lot harder, but yeah, I love these Too Faced palettes. Okay guys, so that was the tag. I will tag the original video down below, and I will also tag all of you guys, of course, and I will write some of you down below. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this tag, and if you don't want to do this tag in a video, maybe you can just answer it down below so I can read them. I really love reading comments. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!